It's Malachi, Artist One. Every once in a while I get people will ask me or make a comment like, well, you're not doing anything with your music, because I'm not big time, right? And I'm like, well, I have had a song that did chart on the top 10, and I did have major labels send me contracts in which I never signed. And, to my own, I'm the one that didn't sign it. I probably could have. Sometimes I think back and go, well, I could have signed with that record company and I'd have probably done something or what have you. Or maybe not. Who knows? I was actually listening to guys that were in the business telling me that they liked what I was doing and they thought that I should continue on doing it the way I was doing it, And then, of course, I got married and had kids. So I didn't really progress. When I had a song on the top 10, I was actually in the in the area of being getting married, and then just a few months later having a child, right? 9 months later or so. So there's a reason for why I didn't continue down the road of music. But here's another reason why, and I want to just say this because so many musicians are so stupid and blind. Mike Portnoy being one of them, or Portnoy, or whatever the hell his name is. Because everything about today, this is what he's done up here, everything about today has been absolutely beautiful and perfect. I shed many tears of joy, and so far haven't felt like this kind of hope and optimism in a long time. Congratulations, right? And then he says, this is what love, compassion, and grace, and class, respect, dignity looks like. Thank you, Joe Biden, right? Huh. Starting tomorrow, now we can finally make America great again. You're a frickin' stupid-ass moron. Oh, by the way, he follows that up with, this is a post of hope and optimism. Right? Spewing negativity and personal attacks will be blocked. Enough's enough. After what happened on January 6th, oh, really? That's all it took? Is for your own people to do what happened? Interesting. Interesting that you're that stupid to not even understand that you were fooled. Not onward and upward, whatever. He doesn't want you to post anything. But this is what he thinks is so beautiful. This crap. Nobody there. Behind a frickin' glass wall, them looking out into the vast nothingness. First time in American history this has been like this is since they've done inaugurations outside. Nobody there. You know why nobody's there? Nobody voted for his ass. Look at all the money that was spent on those stupid ass flags, though. And then they had to do them in a rainbow color too. They did it in a rainbow color. It's all purposely done. But you wonder why I didn't continue on in my music career as a session player or whatever, and probably to my own demise, but not really, because the music I chose to do, I'm the only one that does it. Not even, and here's the only reason why Mike Portnoy is even on my Twitter, is because people kept telling me about this other guy he played with, which was Transatlantic or something like that. I think Neil Morris. Yeah, Neil Morris. People always go, your music sounds like Neil Morris. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Now, I didn't sell out. I'm glad if he became a Christian or died. I don't know much about his music. And I really don't like his music, to be honest with you. It's all contrived. It's all sounds like it's like the Christian industry. I wish I still had the letters I got from so-called Christian labels about all the little requirements that they had, which were all not even based on biblical anything. They're all based on their own deals. And to be honest with you, the Christian record companies were one of the worst ones to possibly deal with because they were always wanting you to do it for Jesus, while they were pocketing your money and making claim and ownership over the music that God actually gave you instead of giving them. That's the reason why I didn't sign to any of their labels as well. And a lot of their labels went under anyways, so they wouldn't even be around anymore. So it's kind of irrelevant. But I just find it interesting how, I'm pretty sure I could go back and Mike's Twitter feed and find crap that he said about Trump or whatever. But it's fine for him to talk down to somebody else. But when you're talking down to his God, then he has a real big problem, because his God is that God that likes to abort babies and spend money into perpetual debt. Place a debt upon your children's children, great grandchildren, forevermore, in perpetuity, because that's what he enjoys, right? He's so blind and so stupid that he doesn't get it. And he's just like so many other musicians. They're just so stupid. They think this whole last year of them not making any money is all Trump's fault. No. Most of it is because you're stupid governors. Most of it is because the stupid companies on which you work for, which you work with, have sold their soul to Satan, and they're all part of it too. And you're just so blind because you're so stupid that you just don't get it. Obviously, Neil Morris and these guys are joined at the hip. Looks like to me. I don't know. I played this B.B. King bar. It's the one in New York. Anyways, it's just like I don't get the mindset of some of these musicians. That all the big corporate people that screw them over, take all their money, they're all Democrats. They're all libtards. I'm not saying Republicans are better. They're a bunch of assholes too. But you have no idea of what freedom is when you support this crap. But wait, you'll have nobody to blame when the shit hits the fan for you in your life. Because it will. But I'm sure that the purple beard, the dye has already affected your brain so much that you'll gladly just, walk into the fire. Go right ahead. You're definitely not walking in the fire as a Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, that's for sure. But you're a stupid-ass libtard. Like that Lee guy, bass player guy. I like the guy. He's a great bass player. He's played with a lot of great people. Seems like the nicest guy in the world. But he's still a libtard too. It's just so you're so easily fooled. A lot of you musicians are easily fooled. It is amazing to me. There's another guy. I find it interesting. His hatred is so much. He assumes that I'm a Trump supporter. You better review my videos first. But this guy has so much hatred towards Trump and that kind of thing that bands that I played with live that he filmed, he won't even put those videos out because I was in the band. Swear to God, this guy's so filled with hatred in his mind. But they'll go, oh, this is the greatest day in history. I would show you his posting, but he blocked me. And I just got that information from somebody else when they sent me a private message saying, oh, I can't believe what so-and-so is saying about you and all these other people. But it's the same mindset of hatred. And so, all you people that, I don't know why you follow these guys. Yeah, Mike Portnoy is a good drummer. He's done some cool stuff. But in reality, he's just a copycat. I mean, nothing that he's done is like, woohoo, really good. When I was starting out, I was listening to Neil Peart, he was doing things that nobody else was doing, kind of doing his own thing. John Bonham, same thing. Stuart Copeland, same thing. That's who I listen to. And myself as a drummer, which I put myself up against you anytime. Bring it on, dude. No problem. We're about the same age. You're about a couple years older than me. No problem. I go head to head with you. But the thing is that those drummers brought new things to the table. I've always tried to bring new things to the table. You, same old crap. All you do is try to make things complicated, but it sounds contrived. It sounds stiff, stale. I mean, a great complicated drummer, Gavin Harris. I like his stuff, and he could be a libtard too. I don't know. I don't care. But he's not coming out and saying this kind of crap. You are. So you get the brunt of this. So, you guys, all you so-called, and also too, so-called frickin' people that say you're, supporters of Christian music, and you support this Neil Morris guy, give me a break. The guy's a scumbag too. So, they're all playing you. Did you notice this, that when they were losing money in the rock world, when nobody gave a shit about them, right? Then they all some went over to the country music world, try to scam off of people, make some money that way. And then they all moved to Nashville after a while to kind of get in that vibe and make money off the people there. And then there's two groups. There's the rock and rollers that nobody gave a crap about, because really in music, we all have our peaks and valleys, right? And I know I've had a top 10 single on the radio. I could have went somewhere. I had record companies giving me contracts, but I read them, unlike these people. They don't read. Obviously, they don't read, and they don't read with understanding, or they wouldn't say this kind of crap. Because if you really read what these people do, instead of just listening to what they say, you're kind of going, what you're saying and what you're writing and for me to sign to are two different things. But see, when I was given contracts by major labels, I read them. Wait a minute. Now, I could have signed, and I could have been somewhat famous, but you know what? I'm really one of the very few men in the history of music that has had a top 10 on Gavin, FMQB, New Music Weekly, going up the charts, being played on the radio, and guess what? I had no record company. Zero. Didn't have one, right? Anyways, I hope you enjoy this time with your gods here, but your gods are going to crush you. Just let you know. And for the Neil Morris guy who claims that he's a Christian dude, that God that you serve, I don't know what God it is, but it definitely ain't the one that I serve. Because the one that I serve does not support, and maybe you don't support this stuff, so how about I say that? How about I be nice and say, maybe the, what's that guy's name? Neil Morris, not Neil Morris, is it Neil Morris? Yeah, Neil Morris. Maybe you don't support the Democratic Liberal. You just have him as a drummer because he's a good drummer. I get that. I understand that. So I'll give you a break. But to all you other guys, if you even claim to have any aspect of, you say you believe in God, like this Biden guy having his hand on a Bible, blasphemy, dude. You better start reading that thing and understand that when you do these things and you do make these pledges and you do make these promises and commitments, if you do not fulfill them, that God will have his wrath upon you and upon everybody that supports it. So good luck with that, people. And good luck with you. You freaking washed out old drummer anyways. Hey, who are you? You suck too. Good for me. I suck, yeah. I own my own stuff, right? I probably have made just as much money as this guy has. I did have a big divorce. Hopefully he hasn't had that. But, most everything I've had to pay for, instead of being given by, endorsements and crap like that, I actually had to go out and buy it. But, that's neither here nor there. The issue is, from what I see, it's just this suckness, and I don't understand musicians that just have no freaking clue on the fact that these are the same people that have taken away your livelihood to play and are going to make it virtually impossible for you to ever make any money. Where were they when frickin' Napster was destroying the music industry? When I had a top 10 single on the radio in 1999, and the following year Napster came along and just took everything. Where were you? Who was in office then? Huh? Put two and two together. All these people you think are doing great for you are the ones that are stabbing you in the frickin' back. Just like all the past managers were, all the past record guys were. The only reason why you even say halfway decent things about them, because you know that the little crumbs that they're giving you, that if you say anything, they're going to stop giving you the crumbs. And you're so used to eating crumbs, and you have this, what is that, Stockholm Syndrome mentality, that you even go, oh, I like to thank my record company. Yeah, right. Okay, good for you. I like to thank my record company for giving me 50 cents an album. Of course, some record companies back in the day, they did invest a lot of money into these bands, and half the bands didn't even return the money because they didn't sell. Yeah, right? So I get it. Not all record companies are bad. I've known some managers that are really good managers. I've managed people. Oftentimes, we're under contract. I was supposed to get a certain percentage. I didn't, because I could see that that wasn't beneficial for my artist. So I did the right thing versus some of these people. So I get it. There's some good, there's some bad. But the people who support this stuff, your mind is mush. Like I said, you might want to go back to the original color of your beard instead of that dye, because it's affecting your brain. Anyways, Malachi signing out. Yeah, go listen to my music. Make a bunch of shitty ass comments. I don't care. Because, by you making a comment and by you viewing my video, I make a whole whopping, maybe 3 cents. So bring it on. Let's make this one of these videos that are trending. That way I can make my mortgage payment. Which, I don't have one, because I don't owe anybody anything. I'm debt free. Unlike yourself, who've sold your soul to Satan. Here you go. Yeah, look at that. Yeah. All right. Goodbye.